Hello everyone, welcome back to 60 Thoughts. In this video lecture, we will discuss about one of the real life applications of small sample test for single mean in test hypothesis. Let us consider one real life application. The given statement is the mean lifetime of a sample of 25 bulbs is found as 1550 hours with a standard deviation of 120 hours. The company manufacturing the bulb claims that the average life of their bulb is 1600 hours. Is the claim acceptable at 5% level of significance? So, what is given statement? So, here the given statement we have totally 25 bulbs are there. So, how to identify small sample test or large sample test means? So your n value is strictly less than 30. So we consider that problem is a small sample test. And also they given all values only one time so that your problem belongs to small sample test for single mean. So first we write what is given values, right? So the given first term is sample size. It is denoted by that is equal to 25 bulbs. And also they given sample deviation, it is denoted by small s, that is equal to 120. Next they given sample mean, which is denoted by x bar, that is equal to 1550 hours. And also the given population mean, it is denoted by mu value is 1600 hours. Okay, so using this data we are going to write 5 different steps. So we write step number 1. So we define the null hypothesis. It is denoted by h naught from 1600, and the alternative hypothesis is nothing but h1 from mu less than 1600. So here the given is left to one-tailed problem. Okay, and we know how to write null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Suppose you don't know how to write step number 1, so please refer my previous video lecture, one-tailed and two-tailed test. Okay, so step number 2. Number 2, they given 5% error value. So we consider the level of significance is 5%. Step number 3, we find a t value. So we know that the test statistics is t equal to x bar minus mu by s by square root of n minus 1. So here we have two different formula is there. One is known, we can use this formula. In case s is unknown, so first we find s value, then substitute here. In previous video lecture, we discussed one problem. If s is not given, so what can we do? So please refer my previous video lecture. So here we know 4 values, right? So substitute all 4 values in this formula. We get x bar 1550 minus 1600 by small s value 120, n value is 25 minus 1. So calculator, we simplify this term, we get t equal to minus 2.04. So once we get negative value, we find immediately modulus value. Modulus means it gives always positive. So therefore, modulus of t equal to what? 2.04. That we find a degree of freedom for this particular percentage, right? So also the degree of freedom is gamma equal to n minus 1. N what 25. 25 minus 1 equal to 24. So using these values, we are going to find a table value, right? Write step number 4. What is step number 4? We write table value of given problem. The table value of t at 5% level of significance for the degree of freedom 24 is t alpha equal to 1.711. How to write this one? So using a statistical table value, right? So here you see this is t distribution critical value of t. Here the given level of significance is 5%, and also our problem belongs to what? One-tailed test. Okay, so we go to degree of freedom 24, right? 24 5% is value is what? 1.711. Using statistical table value, so we get t alpha equal to 1.711. So what is step number 4? We write conclusion by using step number 3 and step number 4. Okay, so here modulus of t equal to 2.04. It is called the obtained value. And the obtained value is strictly greater than statistical value, that is t alpha equal to 711. Therefore, H naught is and H1 is accepted. What is H1? H1 is nothing but difference is highly significant. That is nothing but claim of the company cannot be accepted 5% level of significance. I hope you are enjoying the session. Thank you.